Guys, just wanted to welcome you back for another video. And I do apologize. I had started doing the background with the purple and the blue, and I had forgotten to hit record. But thankfully, you get most of it. I didn't really get very far before I realized what had happened. So, to showcase one of the items in this month's collection for the Glitzy Treasures that Dawn put out, I am featuring the flower stencil that comes in the kit. One, because I am currently obsessed with learning and doing more with this reverse stenciling technique. And two, I also want to bring to your attention that even though it's a card making kit, and you have all kinds of card making supplies, you do not have to use these just for that. So I'm picking one piece primarily out of the kit to highlight the fact that you can do other things. So the background is what I'm building here. I'm using liquid acrylics this time instead of watercolors and just playing around with it. And I will say one thing, God bless the watercolor paper pads that the Dollar Tree is currently selling. I thought they were 300 GSM, but they're actually 350. And I am beating the crap out of this paper. I am doing it on purpose because, trying to figure out how much I can push it before it will start tearing and warping and wrinkling. And I will tell you, as much as I beat it up, it did really well. I think towards the end, when it was still damp and I was manipulating it with the bit of magic eraser and then the baby wipe, I just got pilling. But other than that, the paper held up really, really well. And seriously, you can't tell through the video, but I saturated the crap out of this paper and it held up because I wanted to make sure, one, how did it work? Was the paper going to be good? And two, I wanted to get a lot of paint in there so then you get more, you can see more of the stencil when you come in and you do the reverse part where you use the baby wipe or the damp piece of magic eraser to remove the color through the stencil. So that's where you get the reverse stenciling. So I just wanted to make sure I had a really, really good layer of the acrylic paint. And I also wasn't sure, how much pressure it was going to take to remove the acrylic paint from the paper since it's a little bit heavier body than like watercolor. I did also do some neuro doodling. I'm saying that correctly. I don't know if that's the actual term, but I can't think of what else to call it. So I'm just doing my little doodling thing here. I did try it with my offhand, which I think is what they recommend you doing, but I just was not. My hand was just not cooperating. So I went back to my left hand later. You'll see. Um, it didn't work quite as well as I wanted to because I don't exactly have the correct ink for this. You need some semi watercolor or something that will react better with water than what I'm using here, but it gave me enough of the effect that I like it. And then I also like that contrast. I wanted some contrast with the black lines from the doodling to showcase also when I came in and did the stencil. And then in addition to the flower stencil from the Glitzy Treasures, I also brought in two of my other favorites. And this is not in judgment of Dawn, all of Dawn's stuff. I love all of Dawn's stuff. If you saw how much stuff I still have, and I've used a lot of it, you would know what I mean. I still have a ton of stuff, and I've made so many things. It's just, I love it. It is the gift that just keeps on giving, man. Her stuff is just packed full. But I don't want to digress too much. So from previous kits, last month it was a leopard print, I believe is what it was, the stencil for the Cutesy Treasures collection. So I brought that one in, and then there's a Harlequin stencil that came in a previous kit. I can't remember if that was earlier this year or last year because it's been long enough now. I'm not entirely sure, and I've used it a ton, so I don't even know which kit it goes to anymore. Um, but I brought those in to add just some extra detailing and some extra interest to it But the focal point, and you'll see when we get to it, is just love this flower. And I love the way it looks when you start erasing the color through the stencil and the way it looks when you see it against all that background. Yeah, this was just so much fun. And you will probably see the flower one a lot right now, but you'll probably see all the three that I use here. You'll see these getting used a lot. Um, so, because again, I really just wanted to showcase you can take one item and you can do so many things with just one item in her kit. So, the options for this month were you could get the complete kit, and then, like I said, you could get two minis where one you're getting just the embellishments, and then the second one is where you get the paper, the stencil is featured here, and the stamp set. So, because I almost brought in the stamp set, and I'm like, no, no, we're doing reverse stenciling. We're not doing stamping today. So I had to keep my hands off it because I also like the stamp set that is in this kit. If you've seen some of the other videos um, that I've done so far with it, you'll see those stamps do feature quite a bit. Um, I have a playlist that's for Shiny Silver Treasures for like all the design team or the stuff that I do using her stuff on my own. Everything that I've done to date is in there. So that's where also this video will be saved. But again, it is available now. I don't know which parts of it are still available because supplies are generally limited. She has so many that she puts out. So if you are interested, you can definitely visit www.shinysilvertreasures.com to go see what is still available. This had come out back on the 1st. So if you are interested in anything in any of the options that she has available for it, I would not wait because once she sells out, that's it. Um, so, in any case, like I said, this was just super fun. It was very relaxing. If you have not tried the reverse stenciling, just for that, it is very relaxing. I had a lot of fun with this. And to finish it off, when I peeled the tape off for the frame, I did an outline with the black pen that I had used initially in the doodling. And then I kind of cleaned up where the paint had seeped under the masking tape with a white Posca pen just to kind of build that white frame to make the colors and the whole detail of the piece pop against that white border. So that is what I did today. It's very simple. The paper and the stand and everything that I propped this up on all came from the Dollar Tree. I don't know if the watercolor paper will be something that they'll bring back, but check your local store to see if they have it. But I believe the tablet stand that I'm using, and then they have like these blackboards. I don't know if it's for chalk. I'm not entirely sure. I just grabbed it, and that's what I taped my paper to. I tried doing the stenciling at an angle, which was fine when I used the Harlequin and the little leopard stencils from Dawn Stuff. But to do the flower, it was a lot easier to lay that one flat just because it's a larger image. So it's just another note. If you do the reverse stenciling, once you are done keeping it at the angle, if you lay it down flat, that will help the reverse stenciling go a little bit easier, at least in my opinion. Um, it was putting kind of a kink in my wrist. So I don't know. Could be a me thing. Not sure. So anyway, hopefully you guys have fun. I will tip what is left of this video to the music. And as per usual, all the links and everything will be down in the description box. Please check out Dawn's website. Please check out her YouTube channel. There are also the links to the other gals on the design team that have been just putting out so much fun stuff. Um, yeah, I could go on for hours, so I'm going to keep this to a point. Check them out, get whole tons of inspiration. And I believe I have finally remembered to put the link to Dawn's Facebook group if you are interested in joining. There's just a series of security questions to answer to make sure that you're not a bot um, to get into the group. But again, that's another tremendous resource for inspiration. So thank you guys so much for watching as always. It is tremendously fun hanging out with everybody here. This is just the best kind of a community I think anybody that could ask for, whether you're just looking for inspiration, you're putting out content, although I think we're all that way. Even for those of us that put out content, so to speak, we are also enjoying and sharing all the inspiration that we get. So, anyway, I'm going to be done rambling now. So, see you guys in the next video.
Come meet me by the river, under the willow tree. I love you, gold and silver. Come sit a while with me. Here in the twilight, sing